Careful. Let's go. You're bleeding. Take off the beats by Dre and listen to the soundtrack with verbal beats face. Mild fever from the raps I use. Sour diesel in the packs by Poon. Yeah. Wish for peace, wish the beef rose. I wish to give all my calcium to D-Rose. Lips are fattened when I have at it. After battling, the doctor's shot doesn't have atoms. A fantastic rapper with elephant recollection. Rumor has it he can do rapping in two directions. You could have a nuclear missile and do a look at you like you was stupid. What are you doing in this direction? I'ma spend the rest of my life ending your life. After I do it, I'll spend the rest of it in resurrection. Die for Jesus' sins, lying needles and pins. My life's work to stop yours, look at me as it is.
Rusty Chains, when you ready?
Y'all ready?
Yeah!
Oh shit! Blue Sky's in the house. If the gang is after you, I hope your crew's hiding you out. Cause they too live, they move pies and shoot guys for the clout. Shit. The gang activity is you hide with two guys on the couch. You write like a slouch. I'm the equivalent of Bible text or rhyme scheming with Aramaic lines leaving the Virgin Mary's eyes bleeding. Cut the top of your head off. I specialize in mind reading and leave you hanging from a hook in a bag like dry cleaning and spine tingling. Murder, I don't mind being the lone survivor. Custom chopper, flaming at your skull. That's how I ghost a writer. Cat blacker than that King Cole. Wet your whole attire so bang in your chest if you nuts or get you roasted when I open fire. I will stand and stare until your soul with a savage glare and maul you through these fucking bars like a captive panda bear. Your fam is scared for your life. In this fight you don't have a prayer. I'll rip your skeleton out your mouth so fast your skin will still be standing there. Yeah, my past is where you find severe violence at. I done cut more froggy motherfuckers up in science class. A giant gash means the time has passed. Goodbye at last. I tell you to sit the fuck down when it's hard to do it to boot inside your ass and save the rest of my family. We know you protest for wars to stop, this ain't a game. I'll beat you one-handed, you get 40 Glocks. Keep blowing steam in your battles about pistols like the Flora Pop, and I'll kill the whole Blue Sky gang with a single warning shot. I will roll the Boulder County and clap you little rapping clones. When it's sawed off, Mossberg hit, it's cracking bones. Aiming at the Blue Sky gang with some shit to flatten homes and make you run away from Boulder like Indiana Jones. When you was rolling that raise, I was moving packs and pack blades, straight razor, lining people up and trying to catch fades, so act brave. I turn your home base into a mass grave, put you farther underneath the ground in the fucking bat cave. Ain't nothing about you super bad, cousin. You ain't been in traps, hugging no straps, Mac loving. So here I am calling it clap something. I will dump fast like I had a black coffee and a bran muffin. I ain't gonna play. I can't even smoke this roach like Bob Marley. My heart's dark and colder than black ice. That's why the sky's salty. Your style's current, negative. I'm positive. Do not cross me. I open the chest easily with the knife like the lock's faulty. I'm hot coffee. Got you losing sleep by taking finals. I'll have your girl rocking a veil on her face. No David's bridal. If there's money on your head, I'll claim it. Every purchase made is final. Then break your spinal cord in half and beat you to death with Satan's Bible. Cool. Fuck out of here.
This fool's talking about shit and like bran muffins. But you should understand something. I can't front. You're from Chicago, but your shit sounds softer than Grand Junction. The fuck you talking about? Today in your science class, you're gonna need that when I dissect you with a knife made of fiberglass. Old man bars. It's something you gotta deal with. You pushing your 40s. Harder than an Asian liquor store that's real shit. You old as hell like Trick Trick. Gold gazelles and Slick Rick with your lame ass. Plus at night, you put your dentures in the same glass Swave Sever and PH has. I mean, wanted to get an appeal here. But you are older than Curtis Blow. So that's a pill you won't find. Like birth control in your nursing home. I'ma find that place. First inside with 8 of our cold killers. Murder your dad and get him smoked quicker than broke swishers. Violate, shove your wife face into the fire grate. Then go Thiago Silver and throw your old sister in a chokehold till she quit breathing like Joan Rivers. I'm gonna start squeezing this cold trigger and let off a round that'll go through grams fast as Riff Raff's coke dealer. I'm gonna go. When Chains burst through the front door, I'ma put him underground for the grave robbers. That's an old bitch getting strong-armed. Shane Fonda, Chains came to Colorado, cause he heard we get it on out here. But you from where? And what the fuck's this rapper doing out here? Get open-tongued out here. You might think he was getting paid for shows. Did you those old bars weaker than your Motorola Razr phone signals, but pretending you load pistols, making claims about where you came from. It's official. You started fighting like a bitch till you became one like Shang Tsung. So now it's time you got your ass kicked on record like DJ Quet. Back home your leagues ain't shit, so all your teammates quit, and you know that, fam. I ain't sure what you weaselaced with, but you sound like you smoke crack cans or free-base bricks. What the fuck are you even doing here? Us two as MCs ain't mixed. The shit is ironic. An old-ass man that can't bar with me like a teenage bitch. I'm these is bars, flows, complete sentences, breath control, fitness, all things pathetic old bitches like you should possess for a successful show with this. Just look at you, motherfucker. I'll bet even you don't respect your own image because you were never shown interest when you were 10 and your second home is the local pest control business. I'ma find out where your parents at. Get them both finished. Whoever in that house getting pilled like a methadone clinic. I'm not sure what the fuck you think this shit is. But since we ain't sharing this cash, you should prepare for that ass to get handed to you like Juan Valdez inheritance pass. I'm not sure what the fuck you thought this was. Speaking of asses, your bitch seemed like she belonged in a horse race. What I'm getting at, she's so busted, you can't even tell the whore's race. Change up ass. Even tell the whore's race, this dude got bad standards, poor taste, looking like all he had for dinner was some cornflakes. This whack rapper such a backpacker, he should have signed a North Face. I give a fuck. You go and call the police later, cause I got defenders on retainer like clean paper when he was a teenager. Watch these, you can watch your odds of death in one of these battles increase. I'll see how fast you can speak when I damage your species, start shattering teeth. Send these animals at you, cause all of us are actual beasts. Or make your bitch down a glass full of bleach and send her casket to the Catholic priest. It's that serious, faggot. You should quit asking for peace and stand back and quit preaching if you don't want to get picked, smacked in the cheek. Cause I massacre these rappers and thieves when this automatic release is send shells whistling through your inner sections like the traffic police. I'm gonna have you dead, sitting up on your porch, full of that lead, cause the shirt is so coated with red that people walking by won't even notice you're dead. It's one. Yeah!
Y'all lock round? Yeah. You ready, baby? Yeah. Go to work, son.
Hold it down, yo!
Respect the artist.
This cat told me I'm old.
That's right. He told you.
Wow. That's something I never heard before. That's really offensive coming from a tree-hugging herbivore. What the fuck are you, like 26? Homie, I'm 34. So why does it look like I'm 26? And you look like you're 34. Fucking with Chains, you can get clocked out like a work day. I will put this piece of trash in a bag like it's Earth Day. But right now, I'm about to go head like it's my birthday. Spit a bar about your fiance with some really bad wordplay. Check it. Your girl gave my wood top. It was symbolic. That's a dreidel. Then I dished it out to the bitch on all fours. That's a table. Now she's hooked on the D, only gives the pussy to me and avoids the zippers on your jeans like a biohazard label. I will pound her in the pink until the walls got no feeling. Beat the uterus to death. That bitch ain't having no children. She getting pimped in the old building and giving dome the hoes brilliant. She's like every rich person you've ever met. She blows millions. Straight dork. You got a government name that says you hate pork. Why the fuck are you dressed like this fucking gym class on me to sing sports? Fun snapper fact, I heard Artie finally came forward and admitted that he's done dabs and smoked meth with the same torch. Word of advice. Don't ruin your marriage with them drunks from out of Beaker. I can picture your wife crying, watching you try to trade your sneakers for some shards. I know it's hard being a true blue tweaker in your garage, taking apart a fucking Bluetooth speaker. See, I know cats like you. They're all tweaking and they sipping lean. For $5, this dude a happy kitchen and your dishes clean. Shit. You probably suck a dick to get a teen. This kid's a fiend. One time, he stole his dealer's triple beam and licked it clean. Homie, I bet your drug dealer taught you how to rap. Yo, a freestyle for 20 hours straight, like, wow, I'm gacked. You can tell he's quick though. He used to be skinny, now he's fat. To give him an ounce of twat, he'll lose every ounce of fat in an hour flat. That's letting hearts clap. It's a stupid ball cap. If I empty the clip and miss, I'll just kick you in the ball sack. Pause that. Just trying to illustrate that you don't have a chance. Whether it's hand to hand or pulling 9 irons like bag of Vans. Fuck a battle rap. I will hammer dance on your fucking face. Chop you up and scatter your body parts across a dozen states. I'm either gonna take what's yours and feast till every crumb is ate, or smack the food right off the table you eating at like fuck your plate. Standing here saying I'll empty clips at you, cause honestly, I don't even gotta raise a fist at you, real talk. What the fuck would you do if I bitch slapped you? You're such a fucking chicken that Cassidy tried to kidnap you. She's being a height of Joe Pesci doesn't make you a known crook. I bet you have to eat your dinner sitting on a phone book. These bullets will make you dance, fam. This heat to make you toast cook. Them shits will remind you of Murder Moose, bitch. That's a smoked foot, you so shook. I'll never give this whack cat his props, you gassed up. Like the store where you buy them snapbacks you rock. And while I'm on the topic, your slogan, swag, has to stop. Motherfucker, you have the swagger of a flat can of pop. Fucking time.
Y'all make some noise,
Check this out, man.
Y'all ready?
I say, some call me a true speaker. That line you had about me rearranging a Bluetooth speaker would have sounded more dope if it didn't sound like you were huffing gas out of a 2-liter. First, don't fuck with me. I'll murder you with this program. You said I don't like to eat pork, but still I'm preparing to go ham. And you talking about my girl? You ain't qualified now. How you gonna talk about my girl when yours look like she just swallowed mine whole? I'm gonna go to your place. Start directing a porn there. As soon as you press record, bam, more balls in her face than professional foursquare. She said you divorced you in the federal court because you can't ever perform where accounts in your genital warts have been accepted as a form of chemical warfare. When I roll up and slide through, my lines are nice, so I design them twice as tight as those clothes from Flight Crew. The fuck you want? I get this shit popping like blood vessels. This'll be like your wedding band. I'm a ring on you with this gunmetal. See, there was too much I fought for to bring this shit to another level. I was fighting while you were unsuccessful, eating in the special ed, eating the colored pencil, cause this shit was hard. I had to fight for a chance to rock in a couple venues with promoters telling me I had some potential, but in the end was nothing special. But the shit was blood, sweat, tears. I fought for months, years just to get through an off. Fuck, you know what? This is getting too deep for me. Let's change the subject. I banged your bitch in the fucking restroom. So what? Suck a dick. I give a fuck if this stuff offends you. That bitch ain't even trading sex with drugs no more. She's trading drugs for sex too. See, I can tell the two if you sniff that shit. Brain got more holes than some farmer jeans. You do so much blow, you make Charlie Sheen start to seem like Carter Deems. All I know is bars and schemes. I was born for this ground with the performance designed to punch with the force of Frazier and Foreman combined. So fuck your hustle. I can promise that shit ain't as important as mine. The last dude to report of these crimes, 8:45's like 8:45. I mean, now, most of these battle MCs are average, so I'll rip through them like an actual reenactment of a cannibal's eating habits, or I could change the shit to fight night, right? And I'll still have the natural reach advantage, so you'll feel your back and your teeth get shattered when you are choked, slammed through your freaking mattress. Then I might have Youngin drop J's on him as if he was practicing speaking Spanish, and you will end up with more back issues than National Geographic. You change to cut the shit. I ain't sure what he came for, but first I'm gonna make sure he's afraid to show his face more than Chris Brown in the gang war. Dismember chains with a chainsaw, get his arms, legs, and waist tore, then toss pieces out of the 4-range doors, still chains is all over each corner like chain stores. I give a fuck. These punches go over heads. That shit won't even matter, right? You catch these punches after the battle like math and disaster fight. I'm straight, heartless. All of us is catching bodies. Rape charges. If chains wrap around me, I'ma bust out. That's an escape artist. You can catch this right hand that'll murder you and make that bag fit tight. Proverbs pants, chop a bam, run up on your man and surprise him with these instruments like a mariachi band. You wanted bars, right? Well, I got you, fam. I'm using fire to fight fire. I'ma catch you outside. smoking ice, higher than shit in tonight's cipher and explode with the force of a tactical AIM-9 sidewinder. Once these prize fighter roundhouses break your jaw quicker than flying China, the paramedics and helicopters will attach your heart to like 135 wires, but your future looks black. Mackay fight, bro. You thought I'd lose? Right, lad, you a bitch. You just haven't confessed. So you have no respect for you because you just act like a faggot for dramatic effect. You're nothing. Someone whose parents used to harass and molest. So now instead of asking for sex with romance and finesse, you just sneak into bitches' beds because that's when your chances are best. Talk that shit a whole squad down like a manic to breast to burst in your parents' address and squash you flat as your grandmother's breast. Two missiles break your face in a jiu-jitsu headlock fracture your neck, giving you bruises so hard your unborn children will feel the after effects. I'm gonna start smashing your chest like you had to practice correct tackle defense. Then I'm gonna rip out your lungs and toss them at you so you can start catching your breath. It's two.
Let's go. Hold it down in the back.
Go.
Hold it down, man. Let it out, man. Let's see people
Let's go to go.
Damn.
Where the microphone's at?
See, honestly, I'm kind of pissed. Yo.
Yo, chill. It's a rap battle.
Respect it. Let's go.
See, honestly, I'm kind of pissed. This battle's too fucking easy. Because everything that you said so far is fucking cheesy. You make endless pop culture references. Son, really? All you proved in this whole battle is that you watch too much fucking TV.
Come on.
You have a man crush in all 10 of the top 10 battle greats. I bet at least one Hollow the Don rebuttals made you ejaculate. Pause. That's the reason that I know this cat is fake. You argue with nerds online, jerking off the battles while you masturbate. You said on Facebook you sleep to battles because the violence is soothing. Bitch, in Chicago, I had to fall asleep to sirens and shootings. Go to my block. Fuck the cops, some GDs and catch you and pat you down. You holding work, he'll treat you like a Latin king and crack your crown. Ask around. I've been buck wild since a young child. Kung Lao, blade, turn your frame into Kung Pao. Fuck the gun route. I'll extend my fingers and my thumb out, then aim for your face and put 5 on it like yuck mouth. Fuck. What we really came here to do is entertain. You nice, but you don't connect with fans because you hella strange. So why would you step the chains? You have the swagger of Kevin James. I bet you before you wash your girl's period draws, you smell the stains, you lame. Stick to kicking it with wiggers and races. Battle and chains will find your body cold and stiff in the basement. There's no other way to say it. You're a bitch and it's blatant. I got $10 on me right now that says you knitted a blanket.
Come on.
If you were being interrogated, you would snitch in your statement. Go to court, point your finger at your clique and arraignments. This cats like you are the reason Colorado battle fans are jaded. I should go in your pockets now and take money out like Jay did. You basic. I've heard you want to be. Listen, partner, you probably sound better if you stop fucking sniffing markers. Your whole team should rap a whole lot less and listen harder and die behind a so-called solid theory like a religious martyr. Who put this Buddhist monk versus the bull inside the China shop? Go back to pruning your bonsai tree to cure your writer's block. You like a magician's assistant in this battle. Think I'm lying? Watch. You knew you was getting cut in half and willingly got inside the box. So you rank number 1. And me, I'm trying to do the same. That evil white man's coming for your belt like you Pootie Tang. I spit like a Ruger Bang. What the fuck did you do to change with tip the tat? I screamed in your face like Gucci Mane. Don't step into an MC's world. You get smashed like a cheese curl because all your bars are flatter than Colorado rats ring girls. And that was just a jab, extra. I ain't even mad, but make my business public again and you can get put in a bag. And one more thing I gotta say before we finish this class. Joe Cutter. It's not K&K's fault that you're an addict. It's nobody here's responsibility to take care of your habits. So stop running your stupid toothless mouth, you heroin slamming faggot. Fuck out of here, Joe Cutter.
Ready?
Real talk.
Yo. Single out. We got it.
See, I gotta go on blind too. Cause I think fuck Joe Cutter. So now I gotta call you out like the Ghostbusters phone number. See, there's a formula to your bullshit that you pretend is going to sell, rapping about late night gang fights, coke, rails, and broke scales. But the one thing people from our state have in common with that shit is both failed and ended up in a closed sale, asking their moms over the phone to post bail. And now I'm supposed to believe you're doing this shit in your 30s? Because you pack locks and load shells? Hell no you won't. Oh, Andrew, I know you so well. What you think bullshit like that would get you noticed? For real? So you failed to compose yourself and focus on what you were supposed to fulfill. So at first, when I heard I got you, I didn't even know how to feel. Because once you choke and get killed, you're going to need to use that bullshit you wrote as your will. You're old as shit with liver cirrhosis. You smoke and do pills. Plus you're a diabetic who misuses his insulin doses. And still you ain't coming close to this ill. I mean, you might have learned to change with the times, but you still can't earn a name. The fuck is you? Like 34, 36, right? Yo, I'll kill you and set fire to your grave like eternal flames. I heard you came to kill me. Well, cut that shit. I'm a Tina Turner chains once. Cause all this shit'll never benefit for you like your war veterans insurance claims. 2 burners aimed at his head. Bang! Put a hole in the back that's 5 inches in diameter. Get this faggot's life finished. And the eyewitness free of charge. Your life support system shut down fast as light switches for acting like bitches. This murder's on the house like satellite dishes. And at first, I wasn't going to get personal. How is he not supposed to get mad? Then I realized it's a battle though, and it's sad that these fuckers process their emotions this bad, so this is something you can't ignore. Once you at home later, sitting alone at your pad, cause this ain't that daughter in Arizona you have this just now getting to know you're her dad. I'ma find that chick, ride out. You a gangbang and I won't get arrested cause you so old, her and I are the same age, plus you just jealous. You ain't got invisible gun bars like these. That's it, see a hustler like me can't quit. I deal with guns so big that you can't even see that shit. Just think of T-Rexing as Big T. How the fuck you gonna go through this? Trigger hand pop. You won't even know you hit invisible missiles. Feel like a stealth bomber in a plane crash. You should bounce. Same as Jaded after he made cash with Dame Dash. Cause this invisible 38 got more special lead than your 2nd grade class. And this invisible 4-5 put your lame ass in more pains than stained glass. I'ma surround your block with an entire squadron of invisible armed sniper police ducking and dodging all the invisible shots fired at me and return fire till everybody in your invisible Dodge Chrysler's deceased and pull the people out of the passenger seat and get that shit hot wired in 3 minutes. And if you fight back, invisible shells the size of car light is released. They'll eat invisible holes in your head like Alzheimer's disease. You should never approach me point blank unless you expect to get smoked. Me and one life will hijack your flight back to Chicago and both catch you and coach, snatch your neck in a hook and hold and twist until that shit is disconnected and broke with so much blood spilling into the carpet it'll resemble your coat. Text with itself, invisible Berettas. Pop, pop, pop. All the respected adults on the staff plus the rest of your folks, and I'ma jump out and film it so I can watch it crash over and over again like O-Red when he chokes. Put it on her shelf next to Faces of Death 1 and 2 in your mom's sex tape. In that order, because you know what all that was supposed to mean, right? Manslaughter, love, I'm camcorder, man. Solid theory.
Make some noise, yeah!